Hey everybody, it's Brad at Dayport Brothers LLC out in Versailles, Ohio. Going to do another walk around video followed by an operational video on this 2019 Bobcat T770 skid steer that came in and we're putting up for sale. Like always, I'll walk around, I'll talk about the features and functions, I'll get up close to everything, I'll show you everything that I see, tell you everything that I know, and then of course we'll fire it up, we'll run it through its paces, we'll show you the pins up front, we'll let you hear the engine, show you the hydraulics are strong, show you it turns strong to both directions. As always, if you were in the market for a used skid steer, a used piece of construction equipment, or a used piece of ag equipment, please subscribe to the channel. Please like the video. Your likes and subscriptions help other people who are looking for equipment find our videos and find our machines, and we truly do appreciate it. I'm going to try to shield the microphone a little bit. It's getting a little breezy out here again today, but like I said, this one is a 2019 T770 cab, heat, air, high flow, 2-speed. It's got power Bobtach, deluxe panel, self-leveling bucket, reverse fan, radio. These are 3,475 pound lift capacity, and this one has 1,364 hours. So here in a little bit we'll fire it up, we'll show you the pins are pretty tight up here like you would expect. Show you the hydraulics are strong, and as I get up close to everything here, you'll see this white paint is pretty bright. It does have some spots where it's starting to flake just a little bit around the edges here. Typical chips in the paint, a little bit of cement splatter right there. But the loader arms, nice and straight, no huge dents or dings, just typical. There's some scuffs and scratches there, some little small scratches up top there, little paint chips here and there, but nothing looks like it's been cracked or welded or plated anywhere. Taking a look at the track on this side, I'm gonna say we are at least 85% at least tread depth. I think I'm being very fair there. Lots of life left. No weather checking to speak of. Just your typical little nicks here and there in the track. Nothing out of the ordinary there. Lots of life left there. Sprockets are good. Plenty of life left in those sprockets. And then as I take a step back and look at the side rail, the undercarriage here, you'll see it still retains a lot of that original gray paint. Up underneath here, just typical scuffs and scratches alongside the frame of the machine there. And then up here as well, just some scuffs and scratches and chips in the paint, but pretty good overall. Same thing back there. Taking a look at this rear corner here, again, that white paint is pretty bright, pretty straight over here, just some scratches and chips in the paint, a little bit of cement splatter right there. Paint's not really flaking too much. Got one little spot here and starting to flake just a little bit right there, and otherwise just typical scuffs and scratches. Even the gray down here is pretty good. A couple scratches there where you chain it down. Coming around to the back, looking at that rear door, pretty straight there. The orange is fairly bright, no big dents or dings, doesn't look like it's been backed in anything. Even that bottom down here on the gray is fairly straight, just some scuffs and scratches there. Kind of a little dent there in the exhaust pipe there. Up top here, everything looks good there. All that gray is pretty good. Backside of the cab looks good there. Coming around to this side, looking at the rear corner on this side, again, that white paint's pretty bright, just some scuffs and scratches in some spots. Again, it's still a used skid steer, but pretty darn good. That white paint's pretty bright. Again, starting to flake just a little bit right here around the edge where they all start. Gray paint down here is pretty good. Again, just some scratches and chipped paint there where you chain it down. Looking at the track on this side, tread depth matches up really well to the other side. Lots of life left in these tracks. Again, no weather checking to speak of. Couple little nicks here and there, just typical, still used track. But plenty of life left there. Looking at the sprocket on this side, as you can see there, plenty of life left. And as I take a little step back and look at the side rail, this undercarriage, again, this side has a lot of that gray paint Original gray paint still. And the side of the frame over there, again, just some scuffs and scratches, little chips in the paint. A couple more scratches on this side than maybe the other side had, but still overall pretty darn good. Nothing out of the ordinary for a 1,300-hour machine. Looking at the loader arm on this side, again, white paint's nice and bright, nice and straight overall, a couple little scuffs and scratches here and there. I don't see anything that looks like it's been cracked or welded or plated anywhere on either loader arm. Just your typical scuffs and scratches here and there. Same thing, back of the skid steer mount plate there. I don't see anything there that looks like it's been busted or welded. Take a look at the bucket. Looks like a newer tooth bucket. Doesn't look like it's a heavy duty bucket, but doesn't look like a light duty one either. I don't see any big bows or dents or dings there in that bucket. Just typical scuffs and scratches from being used a little bit. We'll go back here and take a look in the engine compartment. Okay. As you'll see here, little dust and dirt, nothing out of the ordinary there, but it is nice and dry. I don't see any oil or diesel running down anywhere. Sorry, I can't really get any closer in here on the top with this camera set up the way it is, but I'll try to go slow here and let you see. Side of the block in there is nice and clean, nice and dry. No oil, diesel, antifreeze, anything running down that. Inside of that back door, everything looks good there. Sorry if the audio's off, we're getting some gusts of wind again. Nothing like Midwest Ohio weather. Windy and cold one minute, and warm and sunshine the next. We'll take a look at the cab, the interior. All around the top of the cab, everything looks pretty straight there. All the glass seems to be good. I don't see any cracks or spider webbing in any of that glass. Up here in the front, there is a little bit of cement splatter here and there. You'll see over here on the sides, typical scuffs and nicks in the paint chips. That step is fairly straight, does have a little bit of cement splatter on it. Same thing right up here, you'll see there's a little bit of cement splatter. Same thing down there. No windshield wiper on the door, and looks like it's missing that door shock. Here in the door jamb, everything looks good. That grip tape's still in good shape. Kind of got a little chunk out of it right there. Floorboard, down there, your pedals, everything looks pretty good. Looking at the seat, this bottom cushion, got a little like paint stain there, and one little chip right here, probably about the size of my pinky finger, the tip of my finger. Backrest is good. I don't see any cuts or tears there. Taking a look at our operating sticks. All the buttons look good there. All the rubber down here is all in really good shape. Trigger button on the back side looks good. Come over and take a look at this one. Again, all the toggle buttons look good. Rubber, all those pieces look good. Trigger on the back side, everything looks good there. Throttle, power Bobtach button. This one does have Deluxe Panel. You can probably hear the radio playing there in the background. 1,364.3 hours. Auto bucket leveling button. All of the gray plastic is still nice and bright. As you can see here, I'll kind of go slow. HVAC controls. I don't see any big cracks or anything busted into this plastic. Take a look at the headliner here. As you can see there, little dusty, couple little grease stains here and there, but I don't see any big water stains or anything like that. Vents are good on that side. 2 HVAC vents up on this side are good. Here where that cylinder comes up, everything looks good there. Nothing looks like it's been busted or cracked or welded up here. And like I said earlier, the back of that skid steer mount plate, everything looks pretty good there. All right, like I said, this one is a 2019 T770, 1,364 hours. Quite a few options, high flow and 2-speed, power Bobtach. If you have any questions, comment down below. We'll try to answer them for you. Lots of photos on our website. That's listed down below in the description. We'll fire it up, get right into an operational video.